What's up guys, it's me Charlie. Alright, and today I'm gonna talk about Agony, the new Series 4 card that Marvel Snap has released a few days ago. Alright, it has not been released yet, but rather announced. I'm sorry. Now, let's first talk about how we can get this new card, Agony. It will not be in Spotlight, it will actually be part of a reward in this new event called High Voltage that runs from October 16 to October 24. Now, so long story short, you can read the details of the mode here, but long story short, basically more cards in three turns, more cards and more energy, but the energy is random. Alright. My issue with this is that it's just RNG fest. It's just too random. Alright. I mean, how exactly are you going to plan for things when you don't even know how much energy are you going to get, you know? And if you're getting so much energy, such surplus, it's basically just throwing a ton of big things, and I don't know, I think it's too much RNG. It's going to be very random. I don't particularly like it, so yeah, I really don't think I'm going to enjoy this mode much. Okay, but having said that, the good thing is that this event runs for quite a long time, right? So 7 days, 8 days, 9 days. So there is probably plenty of time to hit the rewards track. And yep, well, the true fact is I'm still definitely going to try to hit the rewards, get as much rewards as possible, right? But it doesn't seem like something that I will particularly enjoy. Now let's move back to the card itself. Agony. Alright, Series 4 Agony. After you play a card, merge this with this. Now let's talk about it being Series 4 first. A lot of people are actually very happy. They are saying that, oh, Second Dinner finally releasing new cards at Series 4. I personally do not like it. There are two reasons. The first reason is the effort. Now, a Series 4 card by logic, alright, by nature, should not be better than a Series 5 card. And when it cannot be better, it cannot be as good as a Series 5 card, it means that it's likely not to be as interesting. Alright, because parameters restrict it from being from being sold. And that to me brings a very interesting question, which is, why do we want Second Dinner to create new cards that are, for lack of a better word, meat? Why do we want that? Don't we want Second Dinner to focus on creating new cards that are very impactful, that makes the whole game much more enjoyable? Alright? So I'd rather Second Dinner, focus on creating excellent cards, excellent new cards, rather than creating cards that, when we take a look at it, we go, okay, nice to have, but I'm not going to lose sleep if I don't have it. I don't think that's something that is going to elevate the whole game. And secondly, the second reason is because we say that we want Series 4, but the truth is we don't. The truth is we really don't. Now let's first talk about let me give you an example. This week's Spotlight, Scream, is being paired with two Series 4 cards, Man-Thing and MMM. And a lot of people are saying that, wow, Scream looks really interesting, Scream looks really fun, but I mean, the overall value of this Spotlight week is not high. I mean, there are two Series 4 cards, and that is the problem. We are not willing to open in Spotlight weeks whereby there are Series 4 cards. So now do you see where I'm going with it? If you are going to release a new card at Series 4, chances are people are not going to spend Spotlight keys to open, alright, because they deem it to be undervalued. Now a lot of people are going to say, okay, in that case, use tokens, but here's the thing. If Second Dinner releases a lot of new Series 4 cards, our tokens are going to be depleted very quickly. Alright, and we already know in this new environment, we don't earn much tokens. So that brings me to my question, do we really want new cards to be released at Series 4? Do we really want new Series 4 cards? I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, I know that a lot of people think that, oh, that means our resources are, are not taxed as much. Alright, we do not undergo so much stress, but I honestly think that in if we were to look at the entire thing, I don't know. I don't think it does a lot for the game. Alright. Obviously, if you guys have been following me, you guys know that I'm free to play. I'm not saying that the game economy is great. It isn't. I'm not saying that card acquisition is fantastic. It's not. It can be a lot more generous, but I don't think releasing cards at Series 4 is the way to go. I'd rather they are more generous in terms of giving us resources, more credits, more golds, more tokens. I think that should be the way to go. Alright, be it just giving it to us free, alright, or giving us more ways to earn it. Alright, I think those are the ways to go. Now, and finally, to the last part of the video, what are my thoughts on Agony? Well, my thoughts are it's a Series 4 card, so very naturally it's quite a mid card, and yeah, I do think it's a mid card. First of all, let's take a look at it. It's basically a reverse Hulkbuster. Alright, and I think there are two cards that are very similar to what Agony does. One is a runner, second is reverse Hulkbuster. I mean, it's a reverse Hulkbuster, so obviously Hulkbuster. Alright, I'm looking at it as similar to a runner is because a lot of people are going to combo it to combo it with things like Deadpool, Human Torch, and grow that card in that sense. Alright, and we have already seen from Arana that sometimes trying to pull off such a combo can be a bit clunky, can be a bit slow. Alright, of course the difference is that Agony is instant compared to Arana needing to activate, right? But of course Agony doesn't move that card, so Agony may not have the combo with Human Torch, or may not have as big a combo with Human Torch, right? It still combo well with Human Torch. I mean, yeah. With Deadpool, obviously it's the same, alright, since Deadpool don't need that move. Okay, but we have already seen that with Arana, sometimes it can be a little bit slow, it can be a little bit clunky. If compared to Hulkbuster, well, it's a little bit clear cut. Alright, you merge with it, and that's it. But here's the thing, sometimes we don't really need to make, I mean, okay, destroying that Deadpool to get that ×2 is sometimes better in a sense. You want to destroy a little bit faster earlier rather than trying to merge it a lot of times, because remember, in destroy you are not just trying to create a huge Deadpool, you're also trying to create a very cheap death. Okay, so it's kind of a preference, kind of a what happens kind of thing. Alright, if you draw Agony early, you can get this combo rolling early, it could be very beneficial. But if you get it late, it might actually not be that beneficial. Alright, so it goes back to the same thing. If you draw the Hulkbuster early, you are able to combo it into your Deadpool, fantastic. You are able to combo it into your Deadpool, Wolverine, fantastic. But if you draw it late and space on the board doesn't detect that you have a clean move, clean merge, it may fall apart in that sense, right? So yup, if you were to ask me, I think Agony is going to be pretty mid, largely situational if you're looking to combo her into your Deadpool, Human Torch, right? But it's fine. I mean, it's a Series 4 card, so we can't expect too much from it, as what I've mentioned previously. My verdict on Agony, people are probably going to experiment with it, but overall I think the impact in terms of combo pieces are just going to be a preference thing. However, the impact that I see Agony making could be potentially on hand buff decks. It could be fantastic with Scarlet Spider. Alright, imagine you manage to buff Agony, you manage to buff Scarlet Spider, and then you play it down, you merge Scarlet Spider with it, and it grows. Alright, let's just think like maybe you manage to play Nakia, hit it with okay, you hit Nakia, you hit this with Nakia, you hit this with Gwenpool. Alright, so Nakia gives +1, Gwenpool gives +2, that's +3. Alright, imagine you hit Agony, so Agony becomes a +1, 1, 5, and your Scarlet Spider becomes a 4, 8. Alright, so you merge these together, 1, 5, 4, 8, that's a 13, and you create another 13 clone that's going to be big. So yeah, I don't think Agony is going to impact Deadpool Human Torch kind of combos, but I do think that it has a lot of potential in terms of comboing with Scarlet Spider and your hand buff deck. Right, so that's my take on Agony, the new card to be released. Sorry, not the new card to be released. The Series 4 card that has been announced. Alright, these are my thoughts on Agony. I don't know if I'm going to be right or if I'm going to be wrong, but well, let's see.